What's up, guys? This is Zig Zag. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Gunga Report. Today I'm going to show you a real quick and easy way to clean your dabber for concentrates and wax. So my banger, as you can see here, is super scuzzy and super funky at the moment. So we're going to try to bring her back to the way she looked in episode 1. There's a couple things you're going to need for this. You are going to need a Tupperware container. Preferably a small one that'll fit almost perfectly so it's not rocking around too much in the liquid. And I recommend you use 100% acetone nail polish remover. The higher the percentage of acetone, the quicker and the faster it works, and it works almost on contact. Has no effect on the glass. And you're going to want some Clorox wipes. So, alright, let me show you why.
Zig zag, saying baby how you like me now, let me go into my big bag, and we can roll it up and blow it down, saying baby I'm zig zag, saying baby how you like me now, let me go into my big bag, and we can roll it up and blow it down. Back then they'd always say that I wouldn't be shit. Now they can't speak cause their mouths full of my dick. They know words and groovy melodies, the jealousy sick. Choking on my success, I ain't finishing quick. I got no clicks, I roll hits, it's a travesty. You flow funny like a jester, I'm your majesty.
Alright, so the first thing I like to do is I like to grab one of the Clorox wipes and take the dirty piece, right? And it'll be a little sticky at first, but you want to, like, you know, put a piece down in there, take your finger, try to, you know, get a handle. If you can see what I got on the Clorox wipe, it's not going to do too much to it, but it starts to at least, you know, get some bleach in there, some alcohol, and starts to break down a little bit with a bit of a force before you're just going to let it soak. You know, rub your finger along the bottom there. You can see I'm getting a bunch of soot off of it. You can see the bottom is beginning to show again a little bit more prominently, so make sure. I don't really have nails, so it's a little harder for me, but yeah, I like to go around the edge. As you can see, I'm still pulling soot up, so that's pretty much good. You get the base, you know, get some alcohol in there a little bit. So the next move you're going to do is take the lid off of your, make sure that you get a Tupperware container with a lid. That is crucial because acetone and alcohol and stuff, it evaporates so quickly that you want to make sure that it's going to completely keep the whole, you know, banger covered. So then you take your acetone. It's a brand new bottle here. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you pour enough in so that it completely covers the piece. Make sure you get the air bubbles out so that it fills up completely. Might need to pour a little bit more in there. See, let that air bubble out. Now it's completely soaking. As you can see, it's completely soaking in acetone. Oh, it feels weird on my fingers. Alright. So then you just put the cover back on. And what we're going to do is, the longer that you let it sit, the less scrubbing you have to do when you get done. So we're going to let this sit for a few hours. And I will be back to show you guys how to finish her up and have her good to go. Alright, so now we are in the bathroom. I've got the Tupperware container here. As you can see, the isopropyl is a bit discolored, a little yellow. I've got a couple new tools here. I have an eyelash curler, and I also have a pair of tweezers. I also have the Clorox wipes here as well. So this is the next step. We're going to turn this water on, get it super hot. I'm going to take the lid off this. Be very careful when you take it off because it's going to give that big rush and you don't want that. Alright, so we're gonna pull this out. Don't dump the alcohol right away because you're gonna want that to dump into and like dunk into as you're attempting to get this stuff off. So I'm gonna grab a Clorox wipe here again, and I'm gonna do another little quick swipe around on the inside here. See what I can get to come off with just my finger after it's been sitting. As you can see, down stem, super clean, super clear. There's nothing in there. It looks actually really beautiful. And look what I have coming off now. As you can
Lower.
And like, look what I have coming off now. You can see that the bottom still has a bit of residue on it, but that's where we're going to take this bad boy here, and we're just going to run it around the edges. We're going to dip it into the alcohol or the isopropyl and run it around in there so it can have a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a sharp. You can see I'm breaking chunks off. Now once that water's real hot, start to run a little bit of water in there. As you can see, we got a good bit of it off there. Just cleared up almost half of that, so we're going to dunk it back in the alcohol. Swish that around. You can always leave a little bit in the bottom here, swishing around, to scrub the eyelash curler around in there again. Do a nice little scrub, right? So we'll hit it again with the hot water. And as you can see, I took a whole nother chunk clear off the bottom here. So yeah, it's a little bit of a work in progress. It's not instantaneous. I've unfortunately charred some wax to our banger here that is not going to come off no matter what. Trust me. So, and then it's just this. You're just going to keep doing different cycles. Get your finger down in there with the Clorox wipe. Hit that. Put it back in the hot water. Then you dip it back into here. Now, I do have these here, and I wasn't sure if I was going to need them or not. This time, I don't necessarily. I'm dunking it back in the isopropyl, and then I'm going to use this to just do a nice little scrape along the bottom to see if I can get some of these harder pieces off. You can see how it's just, the isopropyl just breaks it right up. No issue. It's very easy. Get that back under the hot water. See, we're breaking it down a little bit at a time. You can see where my hot spot is, where I hit it with the torch more than not. So we're going to do a couple more rinses here. Throw that down in there. I got to be careful because the water is extremely hot now, so don't necessarily want to waste water either. So I'm just going to keep working this back and forth. You want to be careful because some of these things can scratch the glass, and although it's not crucial right away, the heating and the cooling of a quartz banger when it's scratched and cracked will eventually lead to, when it's scratched, will eventually lead to a crack. So you want to make sure that you're at least, you know, maintaining some kind of, I guess, not too hard, not too soft method, but pressure. Thank you. So I think I'm pretty happy with this compared to where it was. I soaked it for a total of 2 hours because I wanted to get this video done. I'm sure if I did another couple soaks, I could get entirely all this stuff off. But as you can see, it's literally day and night different from when I started the video to now. It's actually clear and see-through again. So yeah, it's not 100%. Like I said, this is a quick and easy way to do it. There are way better methods to definitely cleaning your banger, but this is like definitely 90% and ready to be heated and good to go. So thank you guys for tuning in to another little clip. I'll have more for you soon. And yeah, thank you for checking out the Gunga Report.
Zig zag, saying baby how you like me now, let me go into my big bag, and we can roll it up and blow it down, saying baby I'm zig zag, saying baby how you like me now, let me go into my big bag, and we can roll it up and blow it down. Back then they'd always say that I wouldn't be shit. Now they can't speak cause their mouths full of my dick. They know words and groovy melodies, the jealousy sick. They're choking on my success, I ain't finishing quick. I got no clicks, I roll hits, it's a travesty. You flow funny like a jester, I'm your majesty.